day. Again, Pioneer Day here in Utah. So much going on today. This is all coming after we just learned the official announcement that Salt Lake City will be hosting the 2034 Winter Games. Our Jala Washington is in France covering this for us this morning. Jala, we'll send it over to you.
And perfect timing because I have the mayor here with me. All right, we're live on the air. Just tell us your initial reaction to hearing that you guys officially won that bid.
It is thrilling and humbling. It's a moment of transformation for us as a capital city and a state, and we are at once ready right now. We're ready to host the world. So what we get to do over the next decade is grow community, elevate sport across the globe, and we can't wait to welcome everybody back.
Take me inside of the auditorium when they officially announced that you guys won. We heard cheers. Were there tears? I mean, I saw you guys hugging. I saw everybody just so overcome with emotion.
There was jumping, hugging, tears, fulfillment, humility, and I'm thinking about all the people back home. It's the middle of the night in Salt Lake City. We had hundreds, maybe thousands of people camped out and celebrating. It's really a moving time for all of us. I'm ready to go cry a little bit.
I'm like, you're going to make me cry here on air. While we're, along the sentimental lines, I wanted to present you with this pen. It says, "See you in Utah," as you can see there. And I'm shaking too from excitement. But that is the official 2034 Olympic pen for Nexstar Media Group and ABC4 there in Salt Lake City. You're very welcome.
You're the first one to pin me.
Live on air. We are the first to do it. I love it. Final question for you. Was there any doubt that you guys were going to secure that bid today with that line of questioning? I'm listening and we're on the edge of our seats and we're like, is this going to happen? And obviously we know you guys didn't have any competition, but what was going through your mind when they were questioning you guys?
We never took for granted that we would get these games, and what has come up in the last couple of weeks are legitimately serious concerns that we share with our Olympic and Paralympic partners. These are challenges I think that the awarding of these games will actually help us collectively to address in the United States with these global partners. And I'm grateful that the tone that we've set of partnership and transparency throughout this entire process is exactly how we're approaching this dilemma that they face today. But the votes were very clear. 83 yes votes, I think 6 nays. We feel really good about this.
20 years in the making. Now you've got 10 years to really finish preparing for this. Work is ahead of you. You ready for it?
Absolutely. Salt Lake City is growing anyway. We're addressing climate change and the impacts on our community absolutely anyway. We're doubling our downtown population. We need to improve our quality of life. We want to make pedestrian Main Street. We want to build a green loop around the downtown core. We want a Metals Plaza that doesn't go away when the games are over. These are things that are going to benefit Utahns for generations.
Absolutely. And what a special moment getting that official bid here in Paris as we get ready to kick off the summer games. So thank you so much for your time and congratulations. All right, so as you can see, it's really surreal because this has been in the making for so long. We're getting ready to also speak with the governor, but we are going to obviously stay here and continue our team coverage here in Paris on the ground as all of this is happening. And you know what?
Are you ready?
Here we are, yes. Hello, Governor.
It's great to see you. Here we are.
We are actually live on the air right now. Our ABC station in Salt Lake City. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I couldn't be more excited. There's such an energy here. Obviously, it's very early in the morning back home, but seeing those pictures of people back home celebrating just did our heart well.
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't ready for you, but give me 1 second. So we are passing out these pens, okay?
Gosh.
Can you hold it up for us and tell us what it says?
It says, "See you in Utah in 2034. The first 2034 Olympic pin I've actually seen. This is amazing. Congratulations.
You know what? It's not a competition, but we did want to award those to you guys here on air. What was going through your mind when that bid announcement was officially final?
Yeah, so look, we've been working on this for so long. This has been a dream now since 2002 ended, that someday the Olympics would come back. And to be finally at the end of that journey, the end of the process, knowing that we had the votes, but there were some issues this week that we've had to deal with that were really hard, that could have delayed an award today. And so we were more nervous, I think, than we were expecting to be. But when the final totals came in and we heard that being read, it was almost surreal to know that we're part of history and that the Olympics are finally coming home.
You guys have talked a lot about, needing this Olympic Games because not only you guys being ready for it, but more than ever wanting to really use this to bridge the gap and to really unify not only our country, but really the world. Why do you feel like you guys are in the position to do that?
Well, there's a couple reasons. One, we've done it before, so we know what we're doing. I've said this before, but I think, Utah desperately needed the Olympics in 2002. I think the Olympics desperately needs Utah in 2034. It's one of the things that we do best. We care about our neighbors. We care about people feeling welcome. We want to build bridges, and that's what we're trying to do. And the Olympics does that better than anywhere else. Sports brings people together in healthy competition, and so now we get to show the world the very best of Utah in a divided world, in a divided country, and I think we can help unify.
I know you said that you guys were a little bit nervous in there, and obviously you've gone through this process before. Is it usual for you all to receive that intense line of questioning from the IOC just before they officially decide what they're going to do?
Yeah, it's actually not usual. Again, we've worked so hard. We've answered all the questions. What came up with some issues around doping had nothing to do with our bid. It had something to do with a law that was passed in Congress many years ago. So we were kind of unfortunately hostages of the situation, but we're committed to working through that, and it's because we had built those relationships over time, and because they trust Utah so much. You heard even the people who had concerns had zero concerns with Salt Lake City and Utah hosting the games, and so we're just we feel very fortunate that we had worked so hard to build those relationships so that the vote could go forward, and that we can help work through those issues down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're here in Paris. Obviously, the Olympic Games are going to be beginning here. Actually, some competitions today, opening ceremony on Friday. How special does it feel to be awarded this ahead of another Olympic Games?
Yeah, well, again, I'm so excited. In 2002, I was a young father. We just moved back to Salt Lake City after law school. I had 2 little kids. We couldn't afford to go to any events, and so we just walked around downtown and took it all in. I've never been to an Olympic event, and tomorrow I get to do that for the first time. I get to see the opening ceremonies, which will help us in our planning. We're here to learn as much as anything else, to see what Paris is doing right with security, with traffic, all of those things that we need to do. We're going to learn a lot of lessons this time, and also be able to help in California and LA in 2028.
Yeah. Last question for you. We got to give you the opportunity to share a special message for everybody back home watching right now. What do you want to say to them as they are just celebrating and overjoyed?
Oh my gosh, to all of you back home, we saw pictures of people gathered at Washington Square this morning. I thought we might have a dozen or 2 dozen people there. To see thousands of people lined up, it was overwhelming. And we may be 5,000 miles apart, Utah, but we see you, we feel you. It feels like you are right here with us, and we are right there with you. It's a holiday, the 24th of July, my favorite day of the year in Utah. I'm sad that I can't be there with you, but I'm proud that we were able to deliver and bring the games back. Thank you for your support.
Absolutely. We're going to have to give you some pens to take back home.
We will.
All right. Thank you so much, Governor.
Here we go. Thank you.
All right.